Hannah's going to work at 8:45.
What's that got to do with price
Because then Nellie's going to be running loose.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Pick Up and Play podcast. I am your host, Adam Conway, and once again, I'm here with my three friends, James, Scott, and Dan. It's been a little while, hasn't it? We've not recorded for a little while, mainly because of me being busy, but we're back, and it's our first podcast of Lockdown 2.0. How is everyone dealing with Lockdown 2.0? Has anyone's life changed significantly?
Nah. Normally 2.0 implies something's like better. This is just a bit of a shitter version.
Well, the better thing is that kids are going to school this time.
The world just seems to have changed. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, essentially what's happened is the thing that's changed in my life since lockdown 2.0 is that I've gone back to work. Which is an odd way to do it. Scott, I think your life is pretty much the same, isn't it? Because you're a policeman, and that's just, essential work. James, you're off work.
For the third time, I am now off work.
But you're flip-flopping off on and off again. Job.
We were open for 11 days.
He's not even in lockdown.
Yeah. Doesn't count.
We're in a kind of shit, lazy lockdown. Which is so Spanish from Spain. A Spanish lockdown.
Typical Spanish siesta lockdown.
And Dan can't work anyway.
Can't work, won't work. Yeah. It's a new Channel 4 documentary.
I'm actually a benefit fraud now.
From the makers of Benefit Streets. Can't work, won't work.
Dan, explain to people what's happened to you recently and why you can't work.
Well, it's a quite funny story, actually. It's not really, but basically, for years, right, I've got this really bad habit of like washing my hands or making myself a glass of water, but getting water all over the cup, so it like drips off the bottom. And basically, Sandra's always telling me, make sure you clean your cup, like clean up the water, because you always drop it on the floor, because you're going to slip over. And I was like, oh, you old hag, you don't know anything. So, one day I was in the kitchen and I washed up my glass and it all fell on the floor and I slipped over. Obviously, I've got a shit knee, so I tried to protect my knee and landed on my elbow and fractured my elbow.
Oh, fuck.
So
the old hag was right.
It's such an old man story.
I know.
I fell and hurt my elbow.
How did you break your elbow? Most people, I did it playing rugby. I was fixing the roof. No, I was washing up.
Yeah, pretty much. It's also
Scott, in your world. So if someone's like fixing a roof and then they have an accident, which you imagine would be falling off the roof, are you just imagining that they just hurt their elbow? It's like falling like 2 stories up, being like, my elbow.
Yeah, like a scene from Family Guy.
Yeah. But Dan, this is coming from the guy who had to go to hospital for his knee from jumping for a photo.
Yeah. Well, to add to that, I've been basically living. I tore my ligament in 2013, my ACL. Had an operation, tore that like a month after, going to music festivals, and just never bothered to get it fixed. And then when I was in Greece last year, I jumped really high for a photo, and then my knee just imploded when I landed. Had a second operation, or it's exactly this time last year. So for the last October through November, I've spent injured for the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's really annoying because we want to go skiing together at some point, and your skiing fitness is really.
Oh, it's not happening. I haven't been able to do my physio on my leg because of this, and it's just gone so bad now. So yeah.
We'll get you a toboggan. That'd be fine.
Yeah, sled.
I've had this story for a few weeks now, but obviously we haven't recorded, and I tried to find a story that wasn't involving toilet humour, but I can't. So this story is called Slip and Shit.
What a funny story.
No, you didn't fracture your elbow, did you?
No. There's two lessons I've learned to this story. One, don't try and chase Nelly because she's faster than me. And 2, the floor outside is slippery. So Nellie's got this thing, as I think I might have said before, she likes to eat her toilet. So she's gone out and she's learning to toilet train. She's gone in the grass. We've got artificial grass. And it's starting, the weather's changed a little bit now. so the grass was a little bit wet underfoot, moist.
Mm.
And it was early one morning. It was crisp. It's crisp out. Nellie's out. She's done her business. She turns around. I think, oh no, I need to get her. But obviously, I'm in my dressing gown only. I'm like, oh no, my flip
What a
flops.
picture.
Nowhere to be seen. Slippers, they're in the cupboard because Nellie eats those. So I go charging up, Nellie!
Scott, I'm imagining your dressing gown is like a bit loose at the front as well.
Oh yeah,
It's a stray bollock.
yeah. It's free spirit.
Did you say a stray bollock?
It's my dressing gown's free spirited by Jasper Conran. And as I've gone running out, she's moved like quite quickly, so I've anchored up, obviously, and slipped, and basically done a 2-footed sliding tackle straight through the shit. And it's gone all up the backs of my calves. And Nelly then run around the garden table for a little bit, laughing, obviously. And that's this week's story of a slipping shit.
God, well, thank you very much for that, Scott.
Oh, that was a funny story.
Right, so we're very close to the release of the PS5. Two of us have got pre-orders. Two of us are probably Christmas release, maybe. If we're lucky.
If you get lucky.
Yeah, so James and Scott, you've got pre-orders, so you're expecting to pick it up. What day is it coming out?
19th.
19th.
The issue I have...
Mine's getting delivered to home.
The issue I have is I've ordered it from Game, and I have to go and physically collect it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still haven't got a confirmation of what time or day is my slot to come and pick the bloody thing up.
Shit.
And
I reckon you're not getting it.
I reckon it will probably come out a couple of days before when they prioritise everyone's list.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah, maybe.
So people have PlayStations already.
I think in America it's been released.
In America it's been released. And
13th.
like a load of YouTubers and stuff have got hold of it, like Syndicate and stuff, to play zombies.
Most people that I've seen are doing let's plays of the Spider-Man game. Seems to be the biggest thing that's like is new.
Yeah, I'm avoiding these videos. Yeah,
because one of the issues with like new releases of consoles is that they don't have a lot of games. I know PS5's got a few, but Scott, you're going to get a PS5 and you're pretty much going to play Warzone. It's going to
yeah.
So it's the same whenever a new console comes out, isn't it?
But I think this is the first time, when the new gen comes out, there's not been a like a brand new game coming out, like a flagship new title coming out. And I think I read that the other day, and the only thing that was meant to be coming out was a brand new Halo game, which isn't really a new game, but it's like a new
Xbox, isn't it?
It's exclusive, and they've even back pushed that.
Have they?
Yeah, they pushed it back.
Because the Xbox is out now, isn't it?
Xbox is out. I've seen loads of videos and stuff about it. Loads of people complaining about the S. Loads of people saying
what's wrong with the S?
Just it's not very good, and lots of people complaining about like the disk drive on the big one. I've seen lots of videos of like the disk drive breaking, the disk's not going in, not kicking it back out. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, I've seen like 3 or 4 like clips of like where they've gone wrong out of probably millions and millions and millions of consoles.
Yeah. It's always
you're always going to have a couple come off the production line where they're a bit fucked. But yeah, no, there's no new games coming out with any of them. But I did read, whilst we're on the PS5, I did read a review today that Demon's Souls is coming out. If you're a fan of the original one, that's meant to be like absolutely fucking epic. Like it's meant to be like one of the best games ever made, according to like reviews.
I've never played Demon's Souls. Is it one you've played?
I played the original. Have you played Dark Souls?
No.
It's very similar, obviously.
Is it the same brand, or is it?
I'm not sure. I think so.
It's the same series that runs.
It's the same series. They're just like sort of like sister titles, really. They're really, really, really hard.
Dark Souls is known to be hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really hard. And if you actually complete that game, rather than playing like Far Cry or something, which is like the easiest game to, it's actually like a massive sense of achievement, which goes back to like old school gaming when it was really hard to complete a game, which I really like. But it's also really scary, so that also puts me off. I want it to be really, really hard and really, really nice. And it's not.
I've got a game for you then, Scott, that's coming on the PlayStation. Bug Snacks. Did you see this on the release?
Bug Snacks?
Bug Snacks.
I just saw it on when I was looking at PlayStation Plus. Bug Snacks, yeah. Enjoy a whimsical adventure to Snacktooth Island to discover hunt and capture all 100 different species of bug snacks. Oh, so it's like Pokemon.
It's a classic Croxon game. It's just looting.
Just looting.
Just running around collecting stuff. Your end goal. Just getting richer and better.
Warzone had an update recently where you can do private lobbies, didn't it?
Mm.
So this is a feature.
Can you though?
Well, yeah, you can. Yes, is the short answer. So it's a feature that's missing. So, in my opinion, because obviously with Call of Duty multiplayer, you could always make a private match, and you could get all your mates in and just have a silly game where, I don't know, you've all got only knives or throwing knives or something, or you've only got shotguns or something like that. So there's some sort of like rules that you put on it, and then everyone's like on an even playing field. But the private lobby that they put to Warzone is you can't change any of the rules at all. You can't put any restrictions on guns or anything like that. You just can have a game in a private lobby. So the only real reason that that's any use for anyone, in my eyes, is to do like tournaments with like Twitch streamers and YouTubers and stuff. Because previously they've been doing tournaments by all playing the game at the same time, but in different lobbies, and then seeing who gets the most wins in like an hour or something. Which for me is not like, that's not really a tournament, because you could just get lucky and get a lucky lobby.
Yeah, you want to see
lobby.
But
the potential to now have 150 bang out sweaty Twitch streamers playing all against each other, and then watch it from anyone's perspective that you want. That's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, that is cool.
But then for me and you, on like normal Warzone players, this private lobby thing is not very useful.
What would have been really good, sorry to interrupt, is I think you're right. If we could get, because like we don't have that many friends, not to say we're unpopular, but we don't.
So you need at least like 24, I think.
Yeah, but what would be cool is if you didn't need that many, you could, like the first circle, like when it was the alien or the zombie mode at Halloween, where it was like a much reduced map. You could set how big like the ratio of the circle.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
So we have to put restrictions on. So if it's like just us four, it could be like right, it's going to be Scott and Adam against Dan and James, and it's just going to be over Quarry.
That
would be sick.
It would be, and doing things like so the reason that I thought about this because of James looting is because I thought what a cool idea it could be is you could literally have a game where the objective is to loot as much as possible.
Oh, yes.
Is that not Plunder?
That's Plunder, I guess, yeah. But like we could have one because you could set it so that like you can't kill each other or something. I don't know. Like you can only win by looting most. Yeah.
So it's Dale's supermarket suite, but in Warzone.
You could do it in store, superstore.
How many times can I say the word store and get it wrong?
Get it wrong.
It's just shop.
Yeah, that shop
bucket.
That shop place.
Stop. Super stop.
So if I can imagine that they'll eventually bring out a new update that allows you to customize a private game, and that would be cool because then we could do some interesting stuff on there.
My concern is with the updates, right? So we've got the new PS5, we've gone for digital, so is James, mainly because it was cheaper, and I plan to buy the Xbox as well. But it's just going to be one console for Warzone because the updates, I'm going to need an external hard drive just straight off the bat just to download Warzone. And even though I'm getting it on the 19th, I fully don't expect to be able to play it on the 19th because like all the internet servers are going to go down because every fucker's going to open up a brand new Xbox, a PlayStation. Yeah. Everyone's going to have to download the new COD. Imagine how big the updates can be, and then the actual install itself.
That evening of the 19th, you're just going to have the PS5 in a box next to the TV.
Download
playing your PS4.
Yeah, and then whinging about my lag and my ping. Like Dan.
Yeah. Dan with his super internet in Spain, but no, his ping is shit. Have you sorted that ping problem out, Dan?
No, I thought I did, but it's just as bad today, so who knows?
Maybe that's why he didn't reply to my messages.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see it.
Bad ping.
I was also playing FIFA.
I called you a cunt, so you definitely.
Yeah, no, I saw that message. I got a really angry message sent to me when I was playing FIFA earlier by a guy like in Spanish. It was just him having a go at me. I could probably play it for you. Would you like to hear it?
Well, he sent you a voice message.
Yeah, he sent me a voice message because I beat him at FIFA, and then for the last 10 minutes, I was time wasting, just passing the ball around my back four so he couldn't score. And he sent me a really angry message in Spanish, which I couldn't understand because it was so angry. So I showed it to Sandra, and she was just like, all I know, all I can understand is he called you a son of a bitch.
A ver si aprende a jugar FIFA, pedazo de cabrón. Todo el día tocando trago a los jugadores, hijo de puta.
That was it. Brilliant.
Just at the end, he was like, "Hijo de puta." I was like, okay.
The word puta at the end, yeah.
If anyone out there speaks Spanish and can understand what that guy is saying, then please let us know, because
It says something like "learn to play FIFA," and then it ends with "son of a bitch." And no idea.
I've been playing a lot of Rocket League recently, and one thing that I really enjoy about Rocket League is posting really stupid shit in the chat just to wind people up. So like, my favorite thing to just say is "no you." So if someone says like "you're shit" or something, I have to go "no you," and it just winds them up so much. Someone was calling their own teammate shit, and I knew it, but I just said "no you" anyway, and he was like, "I'm not talking to you," and all that. And then like, then when I scored a goal, I'd reply saying some other wind up thing, and then you just notice that his car's stuck still and in the new round, because he's typing, and then some long message comes through going, "I'm not talking to you, you son of a bitch. I'm talking to my teammate because he's shit. How did he get into gold ranks anyway?" Good fun. So now it's time for Croxon's dubious news.
Croxon's dubious news disclaimer. All news stories are rumour and not to be taken as fact. All comments should be taken as such and likely nothing more than ramblings and nonsense, much like this disclaimer. So, as always, we kick off, and solely the news is on Warzone. Well, Warzone, Cold War and Modern Warfare, they're all merging their progress systems. All the progress, all the battle passes, all going to go into one singular system.
Multi-pass.
So, multi-pass.
Gets you in anywhere.
Multi-pass, mate.
Multi-pass. Have you
So,
seen that scene
go
in
on.
Fifth Element? I'm sorry, do you remember the film Fifth Element?
I've not seen it.
She finds it. She's like obviously like an alien or whatever, and she can't speak, but she just finds an idea and she just goes multi-pass. She's going, multi-pass.
Right, so the multi-pass is coming out in Call of Duty, Croxon, yeah. So what does that mean?
It means one battle pass for all three systems. So whether you're leveling up in Cold War, Modern Warfare, or Warzone, your progress is going to run all the way across all three platforms.
That's good.
So are you going to be able to use all of the operators from Warzone in Cold War?
I think it's the flip of that. So all the new operators that come out from Cold War will be dropped into Warzone.
So yeah, okay.
Alongside that, you've got all the new guns, all the new loadouts that are coming out from Cold War. Again, are going to be brought into Warzone as well, so you can have a customized loadout.
So there's going to be loads of new guns to learn, and
exactly.
So Warzone is essentially like the hub, and new things that come from the new game will go into that, but you won't be able to bring stuff from Warzone into Cold War.
I imagine that is the case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, people are complaining because they're saying, "Oh, you've made Warzone pay to win now," because everyone who buys Cold War is now going to have an extra set of options, an extra set of loadouts, and the one thing that everyone's worrying about is the perks from Cold War coming across, like Ninja.
Oh, how's that going to work? Yeah.
Because things like Ninja takes your sound away,
it's
and
dead silence,
for campy little fuckers like us, we rely on the sound a lot. So everyone's worried that we're no longer going to be able to.
Is that confirmed though, that you can bring over perks as well?
No, that's the bit that's up in the air.
I don't think that'll be.
People are
that's
speculating. That's the dubious bit.
Because if that, yeah, that's
Remember where we are.
But I don't think they will do that, because that sort of defeats the point of having dead silence as a field upgrade that you can pick up.
I think the only way that would work is if it's on the same line of perks as Ghost.
Yeah, it's going to have to be.
Wait,
no, I hope not. I can't have restock then.
So you can either come up on a heartbeat, or you can be completely silent, one or the other. That's the only way.
But then do you think they'll take dead silence as a field upgrade out then, or not?
No.
I mean, it's a pretty shitty upgrade, so they may drop it. I don't know.
It's got its uses.
I'm dubious, is what I'm saying.
Of course you are.
But the thing is, even if they do everyone's going to have this extra set of options of loadouts and guns and perks, as long as it doesn't give you a massive unfair advantage, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because as long as it's the same now. The more you play it, the more you upgrade, open up new weapons and stuff. Or if you buy, certain battle passes or whatever, or do certain stupid tasks like get 5,000 head kills with an LMG, you'll open up this new gun. Well, I've never done that, and other than the fact that I'm shit, I've never found a massive disadvantage in it. It's just all it's horses for courses in terms of how you set your load up out. So who really cares? I'm going to have it.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
I know what you mean. Like, unless there's a gun that's absolutely game-breakingly good that you can only get from Cold War, it's not going to be an issue, really. And if that is the case, then it's broken, and they'll probably nerf it anyway. So,
and if you just want to if you just want to have the new guns and all the new stuff, then buy the new game.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
the point.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's not like the M13 or something's going to be completely unviable now because of all the new guns coming over from. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like,
or they could actually make the AK-47 actually half decent. That would be
You know what? In Cold War, someone did a sort of analysis of the guns, and the AK-47's got no recoil in Cold War.
really?
It's an absolute laser.
Yeah, that's because it's set in the Cold War, and that was their main gun in the actual war. You must stick by this gun. That and the Kalashnikov.
All right, then. Now we have a special treat for everyone. Something we haven't done for a few weeks, but we've now got another edition of Tales from Verdansk. Take it away, Dan.
4:00 Wednesday afternoon. It has been an incredibly bad session. In the last 3 games, you have embarrassingly failed to make the final 50. With confidence low, you choose a landing spot in the furthest area of the map, away from any danger, with a sole recon contract for a bit of cash. For Scott, the idea of a quiet, risk-free drop with a recon fills him with a scent of excitement and sexual arousement. Oh, lovely. We could spend a good 15 minutes here making tactical plans. This is so exciting. However, sadly, Scott's excitement was misplaced. As you begin your descent, you notice another team has had the same idea and are quickly making their way to the recon. For Conway, your team's bang out, sweat in training. This couldn't have gone any better. Come on, boys, let's rush them immediately, he cries as rushes to begin the contract. His confidence in his teammates, however, would lead to his downfall. For Croxon has already begun veering off to another area. Croxon. No! With all those people there, there'll be no loot to be had. What good is teamwork if you don't have any loot? He rapidly abandons his team as he spots another landing zone with plenty of untapped loot. Scott, on the other hand, is already halfway across the map in another direction. The mere sight of an enemy player has him spooked. Put out Conway. That is far too hot. Let's just go on the airport and camp our way to a top 10 finish with pistols. It'll be so fun. You disagree, and in your bravery, you decide you will leave no teammate behind. You rush in to aid Conway, your bang out sweat in training. It is at that moment you realise something terrible. Upon landing, you see the enemy team players in full £20 character skins flying around corners and performing rapidly quick move-outs. Real bang-outs, you realise. As you try to run away, Conway in his unhinged aggression continues to fight before being rapidly killed and finished. His rage is fearsome. Fuck's sake! Grr! Where were you? I thought we was rushing them! He screams on his way to the killer. You request a cut from Croxon. Oh, I'm coming! You wait but he doesn't show. You look at his cursor on the map and see it hasn't moved and it's going around in circles. You realise he's still looting and are quickly killed. Oh, sorry, I tried my best, but don't worry, I've got enough lovely money to buy it all back. At this point, you see him self-revive in a munitions box for himself. You question him and he replies, fucking hell, I forgot. He is then killed by a rogue player with a pistol, says Croxon. All 3 of us have lost our gulags, and you are all then faced with a fate worse than death, as you are forced to spectate Scott for the remaining 20 minutes as he refuses to move from under airport. Oh, boys, I wish you were still alive. This is absolutely riveting. I've not had this much fun in years. You raid quit. That's enough for today.
Very good, Dan. Very good. My favourite part. No, actually, my part in that was very accurate. I can attest to that. my favourite part was James's accent, which is clearly Geordie, which you're doing. Which I'm assuming you're doing because James is in Liverpool.
Dan got the accent wrong once and is just keeping it going.
North, so it's the same.
But you said that you couldn't do my accent, but then had you been doing an accent for Scott?
Yeah, some gay guy.
No,
It
it's
got
the
sound
guy
like
out the
Hugh Grant
gentleman.
from The Gentleman, yeah.
Play a game with me.
Oh, play a game with me.
Well, next week, Dan, I want my own voice, my own unique voice, all right?
I think your voice changed twice in that. I did 2 bits for you and they changed both times.
Dan, can you please just give me some sort of credit here? Because in the last couple of weeks, when did you write that?
Oh,
It was
a good
a
month
month
ago.
ago. Yeah.
Right. Since then, have I changed?
You have changed, and for the
Thank you.
better.
But that's an update for another week, I think.
That's
Yeah.
another week. That's
For another tale.
talent.
we have a section on next week's podcast called Scott's new Warzone persona.
Scotty Shields.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you for that, Tales from Verdansk, Dan.
No problem.
That next chapter in the saga. The story rages on. So next, it's quiz time.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yay!
favourite part of the podcast. It wasn't supposed to be a quiz podcast, but now the main feature is a quiz.
Who cares? We like quizzes.
I'm really enjoying the quiz element of this game, and
Did you keep
I'm
winning?
not.
of this podcast.
I know.
Yeah, so the record so far is 2 wins for Conway, 1 win for Dan, 1 win for Croxon, and I forget the rest of the stats. It's not important, really, is it? the listeners can't see your disapproving look, Scott.
It's easy to rig it.
It's easy to rig it. Yeah.
All right, chill out.
Yeah, Scott's like, count all the votes. Count all the votes. He's also like, stop the count.
Right, Croxon's the host then this week.
Yeah, so Croxon won
Yes.
last week, so Croxon's now hosting this week's quiz. We just have to set the scene. Scott does think that the quiz is rigged against him, so we'll see what happens this week, whether or not it is, and you can be the judge at home, whether or not it's fair. So, James, are you ready for the classic jazzy quiz intro?
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Scott with the jazz hands there.
Okay, so the quiz this week is a Mastermind quiz.
Ooh.
So I asked you all individually what your Mastermind subject was going to be.
It's
And
gaming Mastermind, though, isn't it?
gaming Mastermind knowledge. So
Scott's not allowed to pick like World War One history or something from his history degree.
but he has gone for a really niche subject, which is cricket games.
Well,
What?
So
it is a bit like going.
Cricket.
It's a bit like going on Mastermind and being like, "What's your specialist subject?" Oh, it's Harry Potter. Oh, what, the whole series? No, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the book only, is like 100 pages, and you can like revise it 5 times a day.
No, it's as
on
far.
Mastermind and go, what's your specialist subjects? And they go, science. Doesn't happen, does it? It's
No, yeah.
a specialist subject.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I'm not to say I'm specialist at this. It's just something I thought I might have half a chance in.
Have you played a lot of cricket games though? I've never
Yeah,
heard you say, "Oh, sorry lads, can't play Warzone. I'm playing Cricket 2020."
So because they don't really make them that much anymore,
Well,
and I used to play them all
low
the time.
demand.
Yeah, well, probably, yeah.
Right.
When I was younger, they were really good.
I
Yeah.
really hope you've done some sort of revision on this.
What? Who? Scott?
Oh, of
or
course.
Or- yeah.
Oh,
or any
see,
of
there you
you.
go. There's the evidence. Rigged. Ow, the horse's mouth, the rigging.
Okay.
Dan.
Scott, there is widespread fraud.
This
Yeah,
is the
everything's
Philadelphia of
fraud.
podcasts.
You don't have to revise, Dan, and nor do you, Adam. Good luck. Here come the
Okay.
Go on, Croxon. Go on.
Okay, so Dan, we're going to kick off with yours, and your specialist subject was FIFA games.
Yeah, but from 2004 onwards.
Oh, mine's not
No.
niche. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
I've got the proof to show you that, and you agreed. You squirt. You'd better give me
Okay.
2004 onwards.
Okay, I can give you mostly, I think.
No, fuck him. If you,
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
just carry on,
yeah.
James.
yeah, it's fine. Okay,
Don't get this
No,
shit on the
Only
video.
10
Okay.
years that you've got prior. I remember that because that's one of the quiz questions, wasn't it? 1994.
Yeah.
okay,
I've got
so
an excuse for losing now.
okay, so
Are we going, Croxon? Are we going through all of Dan's questions then?
we're going through Dan first. 5 questions. There is a tiebreaker at the end if needed. Okay, so Dan, your first question is: who is on the front cover of FIFA 21?
Mbappe.
Correct.
Thank you, sir.
Yay. Thierry
Hold on,
Henry
is that the
appeared-
latest one?
Yeah, that was.
Who's on the
nice
cover
start.
of the latest of the game that Dan is currently obsessing over playing?
He hasn't got a physical copy, so I was hoping maybe not. It's fine. They get harder. Okay, Thierry Henry appears on the front cover of 2 FIFA games. What years did he appear?
I know.
2004,
Correct.
2002.
Yeah.
Correct. Fuck it.
Yeah.
hell.
Ooh.
2002
well
was the first
done.
one on PS2.
Yeah. Dan, question 3. When did commentator Andy Smith debut on EA's FIFA series?
Do you mean Alan Smith?
Alan Smith. No, Andy Smith.
Andy Smith.
No.
What the fuck's Andy Smith? Do you mean Alan Smith?
Alan Smith.
Or Andy might have been the guy he took over from, so
Andy Gray.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
When they got sacked.
2015.
No.
2012.
Ah, was it that early?
Okay. Okay, Dan, name the top 3 rated players on FIFA 19.
Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar.
Correct.
Dan made a
Okay.
face of like, God, how would anyone know that? And then just smashed them out.
It hasn't changed for
Okay.
years. So.
It's like, what do you want? Top 10, top 5? I got them all. Got them all.
Okay, so you got 3 out of 4 so far. And Dan, what year did FIFA launch its first game?
Oh gosh, 1990. Oh, it's 3 or 4. 1994.
93.
93. Are you fucking?
So many times you've had that question come up.
Yeah, I know.
But also, I said that before this started. I was like, oh, 1994. And I said 94. It was called
Wait, it should have. Yeah,
94.
FIFA 94 is obviously 93.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, Adam, are you ready for your Pokemon themed
Hold on.
session?
How many did Dan get?
Dan got 4 out of 5.
4 out of
Sorry,
5.
he got 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Okay, Adam, are you ready for your Pokemon themed Mastermind quiz?
Yep.
Question 1. What level do you receive your starter Pokemon at?
5. But is this Gen 1?
Gen 1.
Okay, yeah, 5.
Correct. Which Pokemon is number 100 in the Pokedex?
That got deep quick. Fuck.
I'm going to have a guess after.
Tentacle.
Voltorb.
Ah,
I
fuck.
wanted a guess.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
mate. Sorry, Scott.
what was you gonna get?
Hitmonchan.
Snorlax.
At least he's honest.
Dan, why are you naming more than we know the answers? Just naming Pokemon. Go on.
Okay, Adam, question 3. What type of Pokemon does Gym Leader Erica specialise in?
This is Gen 1, right?
Gen 1. Gen 1.
Psychic.
Grass.
Fuck.
Psyduck.
Ooh. Okay, 1 out of 3 for Mr. Conway.
Hold on. Oh, so far, yeah.
So far, yeah. Okay, so question 4. Who do you receive the Poker Fluke from after defeating Team Rocket?
Mr. Fuji? Mr.
Correct.
something? Ah, yes.
Wow, okay. To tie with Dan, final question. Articuno can originally be found in which area?
Game Boy. Game Boy. Game Boy Color.
Oh, it's some sort of caves. Saffron caves? No.
Saffron Walden in Essex. Cheddar Gorge. Saffron Gorge.
John O'Groats.
Sea foams something.
Oh, he's already had a guess. That's wrong, Croxon. Take control.
Yeah, come on, the quiz master.
Yeah, you know what, Conway? I have to take you first. You were right the second time, but we can't accept it.
Seafoam Island. Yes, I got it right.
No, you got 2 out. So you got 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5.
Ah, fuck.
What a chump.
Should have memorised my fucking Pokedex, shouldn't I?
Should have revised
Okay.
your Pokedex.
Scotty, are you ready for your cricket game master quiz?
Yes, I am very ready.
The 2014-2017 cricket games were named after this Australian cricketer.
Don Bradman.
Correct. Cricket 2019. Okay, Chris. Okay, Cricket 2019 for PS4 has 3 English players on the front cover. Name one of them.
Joe Root.
Correct. Would it also accepted Heather Knight or Ewan Morgan?
Owen Morgan. Yeah.
Owen Morgan. Owen.
No one should have this much knowledge
felt
about cricket
funny.
games.
I've only got 2 right.
Okay. First cricket game available on PS1 was developed by EA. What year did it come out?
EA. Dan doesn't know. PS1. I thought it was Brian Lara Cricket. 1997.
2000.
PS1.
On PS1.
That's not the
That's
first
been
cricket
Brian
game.
Lara cricket, though, no?
Developed by EA.
Oh, it's the way you worded, David. The first cricket game developed by. Right. Okay. I needed to know where the apostrophe was.
Okay, so
comma.
International Cricket 2010 was released in the UK, Australia, and one other country. Name that country.
UK, Australia. Oh, fuck. That's really hard.
That's really hard. Just think what countries like cricket.
India.
Correct.
Ha ha!
Okay, so you are tied with Dan on 3. Can you get the final one? Okay, so in 2019, England won the Cricket World Cup, but when playing Cricket 19, what biscuits does my nan eat?
Sorry, what? Those soggy ones that you make wanking yourself off on this. Correct, I win.
In 2019, England won the Cricket World Cup.
Yes.
But when playing Cricket 19, what biscuits does my nan eat?
He's doubling down. Answer the question, you fraud.
Are you joking?
No.
Well, it's perfectly fair.
You said you knew everything about cricket games.
Game.
It involves a cricket game, Cricket 19.
Your nan doesn't play that game.
How do you know?
McVitie's digestives.
Correct.
Hey!
And I'm not joking, I actually had McVitie's digestives written down.
Excellent. Well done, Croxon.
Well,
So Scott
done,
wins the
Scotty.
quiz for the first time.
Hallelujah.
Took you long enough.
Huzzah.
One that wasn't rigged.
Yeah, you won the first quiz that wasn't rigged, yeah?
Completely fair questions.
Okay, so now it's time to discuss the game of the week, which is actually the game of the 2.5 weeks since we last did the podcast. But the game we selected last week was Friday the 13th. because last time we did the podcast, it was coming up to Halloween, and now Halloween is a long time in the past. But we're going to discuss Friday the 13th, which is
Elimination / survival terror game, I'd say.
yeah,
I
it's a
just want to
party
say
game.
I had great fun playing this game. This game was amazing, so
Right,
fun.
We're going
It was
to
brilliant.
mute Dan because Dan didn't play it, and Scott's at risk of muting as well. But we'll see what he says. But anyway, let me explain the premise of Friday the 13th first. So obviously you got it's Fred. What's his name? Freddy Krueger? No, that's the wrong one, isn't it? Jason. Sorry, Jason.
Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. So one player plays as Jason, and Jason is like ridiculously overpowered and like he walks really slow, and you've got to basically kill all the other players. And all the players are running around trying to fix cars to get away and do all sorts of things to hide and survive. So it's a good horror game because I tell you what, it is scary being chased by Jason when they get close. So what did we think of it? James, I'm going to go to James first for some discussion.
It took a little bit getting used to. I love the proximity chat feature. I think that's really, really fun.
Yes.
To explain, you can only speak to your friends who are the other survivalists if you are within a vicinity of them, and the closer you get, the louder they get.
Yeah.
So you are essentially on your own for a good portion of the game until you find someone.
That element worked really well for me, I thought, because you could be running around trying to survive and hide from Jason, and then all of a sudden you'll run near a building and you'll hear two of your friends saying, "Oh, where is he? Is he close? Where are you? Like, I'm in this room, blah, blah, blah." And then you realize that your two friends are in that house, and then you go in and you're like, guys, I can hear you. Where are you? And
what's really fun with that feature is knowing someone else is getting murdered and then slowly hearing their voice get quieter and quieter
as you run away. Yeah. But also Jason can hear you in proximity as well. So like, and you can hear them actually. So our friend Jess was playing as Jason, and she was killing some random player that we were playing with, and I was near, and I was like, "Jess, is that you? Are you Jason?" And she went, "Maybe." I was like, "Run away!" So so Dan didn't play this game because he hasn't subscribed to PlayStation Now, which is a whole box of eggs that we won't open right now. Scott's got his reservations about this game, but let's hear what he has to say.
What a surprise!
Look, the game's a basic bitch.
Thank you. That's Scott's entire review. Right, we're moving on now.
I personally, I understand the novelty or the premise, whatever you want to call it, the proximity chat. I personally don't like it.
Right.
I like being in conversation with my friends when I'm playing online. I don't. If I go online and playing like a group game to play with my friends, I get the idea, but I could have played with randoms. Is my thought of that. So I didn't really enjoy that element. I thought that the game was like really I was bored of it after like 45 minutes or an hour. And the problem is that when you get killed, you can't get involved. So I got killed in the first two games really quickly.
Yeah, I remember I was Jason in the first game, and I killed you by dragging your body out of a tent in a sleeping bag and slinging your body against a tree whilst in the sleeping bag. So I never actually saw your body because you zipped fully up in the sleeping bag and just me whacking you against a tree.
But then I
was hearing your voice going, "Oh, I'm dead."
But then I sat there basically not really talking to anybody for a good sort of 10, 15 minutes whilst the game came to its culmination. And then exactly the same thing happened in the next game. And then I was Jason, so I didn't talk to anybody. And I reckon I played for 45 minutes and I was fucking spoke to no one. So then I got the ump.
So you got lonely and that's why you didn't enjoy the game. That makes sense.
Yeah. I thought it was a little bit like graphically it was a bit shit and I was a bit glitchy and stuff, getting stuck on the wall, stuff like that. But
I do understand your criticisms because I think they're all valid, but I felt like we were playing it as sort of a Halloween experience sort of thing. So the idea of like not being able to talk to your friends was part of the immersion and experience of a horror game, and that's what made it more like thrilling and terrifying. Is the fact that you go too far from your friend, you literally are on your own.
I just did that's just not my bag as well. That whole sort of horror thing is just not really my bag. So
yeah, to be fair, it's not mine either. And as soon as we finished playing it, I deleted it And that's not specifically for the reasons you said. And I'll get onto the why later. But it's not something I'd necessarily pick up again. I might play it again next Halloween as a fun little thing for everyone to get together and play again.
Are you a horror game fan in general, though?
No, not really. No.
No. See, I played Resident Evil Biohazard. Was that the most recent one?
Yeah.
That was really, really, really good. And it was really fucking scary. But it was also a really good game because it was a Resident Evil game. So it actually made it quite fun to play. And the scary element was like a side bit, not the main bit.
Yeah. Just a side point while we're on Resident Evil. A little bit of gaming history for us all. Me and Croxon, when we were, I don't know, maybe like 15, 16 maybe played the entirety of Resident Evil 4 on the Nintendo Wii at James's house, like, you know, how you play sort of one life each, sort of taking turns sort of thing. And it was that was we using the motion controls, Crocs, and shooting with the Wii controller? Yeah. And I've just got really good memories of that because it was at the back of your mum and dad's house, in that little like
the cabin.
Had a little cabin thing that was kind of yours, wasn't it? Yeah, that was really cool. But yeah,
no, I wasn't a huge fan of
Friday the 13th. No,
for those reasons.
Yeah, so personally, I thought it was a good horror game, like gimmicky horror game. Like, I'm not going to play it more than for one evening. There is a deeper element to it, like people level up their characters and have like better different abilities and stuff, but it's not a sort of game that I'm interested in doing that sort of thing with.
Did you prefer running away or being chased?
So, say that again, Scott.
Did you prefer like sort of running away and hiding or being Jason?
I preferred. I think it's a good mix because it's both different experience. Like, it's definitely better that you're more often running away because obviously you are, because obviously you can talk to your friends and sort of make a strategy together and sort of and obviously to your point, it is better to be talking to your friends while you're playing a game. But then every now and then being Jason was good because that was you just go around killing people.
Did you actually manage to start the car?
No.
I mean, I looked into that a little bit more, and if you've got a map, the game is infinitely easier because it shows you on the map where these items are.
What, like you can get a map up on your laptop or something, or there's an in-game
map? No,
there's
an in-game map. It's one of the perks. You can spawn into the game with a map rather than find it.
Oh, see, this is
show
the thing.
you
We've just got
where
basic characters, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might run the risk if you level up your characters too much that the game would be too easy to win.
Possibly, yeah.
I don't know.
It depends on where the limit is. And
I think Jason levels up.
Jason levels up as well. Yeah.
It's pretty basic though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying, but I think there is more depth to it that we didn't explore. But then I'm not interested in exploring it, so take from that what you will. So, what was your review then, Croxon? What's your summary?
Again, for what it is, for being a survival horror game, the experience is good on the odd occasion, but it's not something I'm going to look at investing loads of time and leveling up and getting into the deeper gameplay of it. It didn't grab me enough to be that interesting to invest all that time.
Yeah, I enjoyed it on that evening because it was a Halloween-y thing, and maybe I'll play it again next year.
Yeah, for me, same. It grabbed me less than a supermodel on a Friday night. So,
and I'll tell you now why I immediately deleted it after I'd finished playing was some of you might know that we like to make videos of our game of us playing the game of the week and post them on our YouTube channel, and we were recording the footage from that game, and I was excited to make a video of it, a nice little horror video for the Halloween week, but for some reason the developers of Friday the 13th have made it so that when you record that particular game, the voice chat doesn't carry over to be recorded, so the whole recording is just me talking to myself, which is completely useless. We could have got around that by being in a PlayStation party chat, but then that would have defeated the element of the proximity chat that we were just talking about. So that's why we didn't do that. So the sort of video editor in me sort of got rage quit that game and deleted it straight away as soon as we'd finished playing it. So for that reason, actually, I'm personally going to trash. Friday. Oh yeah, you do surprise me, Scott.
No, as much as I picked this game, it was fun, but it's a trash.
I think that's the first game we've all trashed together, other than Iron Bread.
Did I trash Iron Bread? I kind of like it in a sort of infuriating way.
Yeah, maybe you passed it.
Maybe.
Anyway, they're both shit.
Dan doesn't get a vote because he didn't play it. Although, no, he couldn't even watch us play it either, could he? Because we didn't make a video. Right, so that is this week's podcast. There's only one thing left to do, which is for me to nominate my game of the week. It's my turn. And my game of the week is it's a bit of a different one. It's not on PlayStation. It's a browser-based game. And it is a game that during my sixth form days, I did a sports BTEC, which I have not used in the slightest since.
He's going to pick something for goalposts.
which is a story for another day.
Why did you do a sports BTEC?
What? Story for another day, Daniel.
No. Well, you hate sports.
I don't hate sports. I mean, I kind of. I wasn't ready to tell the story.
No, that's confused me.
Anyway, I spent most of my time not studying or actually doing any work for this sports BTEC, but playing this game on the computers with my friend Toby, and we got obsessed with it. And in fact, I came out with a bare minimum pass on the BTEC, and Toby failed the BTEC. And I'd say a large part of it was to do with being obsessed with this particular game. So I'm about to send you all a link on WhatsApp of this game. Can you have a look?
Yep. The Way of the Ninja.
The Way of the Ninja. So it's actually, that's what the website's called, but the game, as I know it, is called the N game, the letter N. And it's essentially a little platforming game where you play as a ninja that runs up walls and jumps over obstacles and gets blown up a lot. And it is really addicting and hard. Probably one of the hardest games I've ever played.
Conway, I played this game.
Yes. Did you play it around the same sort of era that I'm talking about? Because you were doing a BTEC at the same time and actually using it in life. Yeah, so have you played this or not?
It's around the same time. I think this was under your suggestion that I played this, actually.
Brilliant. Yeah, I didn't manage to make you fail BTEC though. So yeah, I think we should all have a little go at this game and talk about your experience with it. You only need to really give it like half an hour or so or something. You'll get the gist. But you might find yourself getting obsessive over completing a certain level.
Conway, are you in a position to play this game and pull it back down afterwards?
Yes, but not like once I start playing it, I won't be. I'll have to play it for a few days or something. Because I when I was first thinking of suggesting this, I did pick it up and then I played it for a few hours and a few hours longer than I should have. So yeah. It's one of those. So, okay, game of the week next week is the N game. Hopefully I'll get some footage of it because I can screen record and I'll make a video out of that. So, thank you to my friends Scott, James and Dan for joining me on episode 6 of the Pick Up and Play podcast. We will be back next week with episode 7.
Who wants to play COD?